Right, hey guys, welcome back to week 4. We're going to jump straight into it today. So what we're going to need, you're going to need a chair, just like this. We're going to be doing some press ups on it, and then you're going to need a ball as well for the warm up. Okay, so what we're going to do for our warm up, we're going to need the ball, we're going to bounce the ball, and then we're going to practice doing some turns, doing some squats, doing some lunges. Whilst the ball bounces, you have to quickly turn around and then catch the ball. Okay, so going straight into it, what we're going to do, first one is going to be a bounce, turn, and catch the ball again. The ball is only allowed to bounce once. Once it bounces up, quickly turn around, catch the ball before it hits the floor again. Okay, then we're going to do a squat, then we'll do lunge, and a burpee. Okay, so let's start with the turn. Arms out in front, you're going to drop, turn, catch the ball quickly. Straight into the squat, arms out in front, bounce, squat and catch. Then we're going to do a lunge. So the lunge, we step back, knee will touch the floor, stand up to straights again. Are we ready? Arms out, drop, lunge, and catch. Gonna lunge at the other leg this time, drop, lunge, and catch. This time we're gonna do a burpee. So on the burpee, we're gonna lie down, chest and thighs are gonna touch the floor. We then have to stand up and catch the ball. This one's gonna be a little bit tricky. See if you can do it with the ball bouncing only once though. Okay, so arms in front, ready, go. Oh, that was 2 bounces, right. Let's go through it all again. Bounce and turn on the first one. Ready, go, turn, catch, down to the squat, bounce and catch. Into the lunge, bounce, lunge, catch. On the other leg now, bounce, lunge and catch. Back to the burpee. Ready, go. Too slow on that one as well. All right, I'm gonna let you guys carry on with that another 2 times through. Remember, you're doing the turn, the squat, lunge, and burpee. All right, once you finish that, I'll see you on the other side for the stretch. Okay, so if you want to pause the video, go through the warm-up 2 more times, and I'll see you at the stretching. Going into our stretching now, the first one we're going to do is what's called a couch stretch. So you're going to come down into a lunge position. We're looking for a square position here with the legs in the front. Okay, from there we're going to pull the back foot up behind us, and from here we're going to pick the chest up as high as we can, and we're just going to hold that position there, looking straight ahead in front of us. When we're in this position, you'll feel the stretch up in the top of the hip, up here. Okay, it's called the hip flexor. And we're just gonna hold that position for 30 seconds, get that stretch through the hip flexor. This is gonna help us at the bottom of our squats. Okay, gonna loosen up the hips. Makes it a little bit easier to get down to the bottom of the squat, because that's what we're gonna be doing next in the skills section. Okay, let's turn around. We're gonna do the other leg this time. So again, start with the square lunge, pull the back foot up behind us. And then from here, pick the chest up. When you pick the chest up, you'll feel that stretch in the top of the leg. Okay, and again, just gonna hold this position for a little bit, just while we loosen up those muscles in the front side of the hip. Okay, try and keep the chest up as high as you can. What we don't want to see is that chest pointing down to the floor. Okay, the higher we can pick the chest up, the more you're gonna feel that stretch in your leg. Okay, alright, let's come out of that one, and we're gonna go straight into the next one. The next one is gonna be what we call butterfly stretch. So we're going to be sitting on the floor. We're going to put the base of our feet, the bottoms of our feet together, and from here we're going to put our feet in nice and close towards our bodies, pick the chest up high, and then we're going to push the knees down towards the floor. Hold the chest up. We're going to count to 5 as we push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And again, push the knees down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. One more time. Push the knees down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Okay, that's our stretching done. Just 2 quick stretches just for the hips, because from here we're going to go straight into our squats. Going straight into our skills section, we're still working on the squat, but this time instead of doing the block squat that we did last week, this week we're going to do what we call a box squat, or a wall facing squat. Okay, so I'm going to be using a box just because I don't have walls in my gym. But if you don't have a box or something that you can face, you can use a wall. So if you imagine that this here is the wall, we're going to face the wall, and from here I'm just going to squat down facing the wall. The reason we use the wall is because it stops our knees from shooting forwards, and also makes us keep our chests up. Okay, so I'm going to use the box. It will do exactly the same thing for my knees. I'll be able to reach my hands up over the top of the box though, making it a little bit easier for me. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to start about a hand's distance from the box, and from here facing the box, hands up in front, we're just going to squat down to the bottom of the squat. At the bottom here, we want to make sure that the knees are not touching the box and that our chests are not touching the box as well. Exactly the same thing with the wall. When you come down, make sure your chest or your head isn't touching the wall. Make sure your knees aren't touching the wall. Okay. With the wall squat, you might have to start a little bit further away just because you don't have that ability to reach the hands over in front of you to keep you balanced. Okay. So if you're facing a wall, start a little bit further away, and as we move through this, we'll come closer and closer to the wall. As we loosen up, get a little bit more comfortable with it. Okay, so what we're going to do, facing this box or the wall, we're going to push our hips back, arms in front of you over the box, come down to the bottom, hold that position. Are the feet flat? Are the knees out? Are the knees touching the box? From here, stand back up to straight. Let's shuffle in a little bit, and exactly the same thing. Hips go back, come down to the bottom. Are the knees touching? And stand. Come in a little bit closer. Down and up. Come a little bit closer. Down and up. Come a little bit closer. Down and up. Okay, that's as close as I'm going to be able to get today. My knees are now starting to touch the box, so that's where we're going to stop. Okay, we don't want to be coming right up to the box to the point where we can't squat anymore. Okay, so stop just a little bit short of where your knees will be touching the wall or the box. Okay, and then from here, what we're going to do, we're going to do 5 reps nice and slow, all the way down to the bottom. Hold 1, 2, 3, and stand. And again, back down. Make sure the knees aren't touching. 1, 2, 3, and stand. And again, back down. 1, 2, 3, and stand. 2 more reps. Push back and down. 1, 2, 3, and up. Last one. Make sure the knees don't touch the box or the wall. Come down. 1, 2, 3. Back up to straight. Okay. That is a wall facing or a box facing squat, and what that's going to teach us is to push ourselves backwards and then sit down so the weight is evenly distributed across our foot. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I will take you into the prep section. That's where we're going to need the chair. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so going into the prep section now for our workout, we've got 2 more movements that we're going to add to our workout. The first one is going to be the box squat that we did, or the wall facing squat that we did earlier in the skill section. The other 2 is going to be a press up and a broad jump. Okay, so with the press up, to make it a little bit easier, we're going to put our hands up on top of a chair, or if you have a box, put your hands up on top of the box. When we do this though, you want to put the chair against the wall, okay, just so when we're pressing on it, it's not going to fall over or it's not going to slide away from us. Okay. Now when we do the press up, hands are going to go onto the edge of the chair, feet away. We're going to squeeze our stomachs nice and tight, and from here we're going to come down and press. Okay. The reason we use the chair or the box to put our hands on is it just makes the movement a little bit easier. Because what we normally see when we do press ups on the floor is our hips drop down like this. And when our hips drop down, it's not good for our lower backs. So that's why we put your hands up, because when you do it with your hands on the box, it's much safer for you to move in that position. Okay, so that's going to be the first movement. It's going to be the box press up, or the chair press up, sorry. Make sure when we do it though, we put it up against the wall just so it's not sliding away or it's not going to tip over when we're using it. Okay, the next movement is going to be a broad jump. Now the broad jump is going to be a jump as far forward as we can, using 2 feet at the same time to jump. So we're going to start 2 feet together, and we're going to go 3, 2, 1. We're just going to jump as far forward as we can. When we jump forward like that, we want to land down in the bottom of the squat. Okay, so we don't want to be landing and falling forwards. Okay, we want to land and sink down to the bottom of the squat. Okay, so again, watching the broad jump, feet together, 3, 2, 1, jump to the bottom of the squat. Okay, so we stick the landing, we're not falling forwards. Okay, those are going to be the 2 movements that we do in the workout alongside our wall facing or box squat. So going into the workout now, it's going to be a 5-minute AMRAP. Okay, so for 5 minutes, we're going to do as many rounds as we can in 5 minutes. We're going to do 5 box facing squats like we practiced in the skills section. We're then going to do 5 press ups with our hands on the chair or the box. And we're going to do 5 press ups. We're then going to do 5 broad jump. Remember, with the broad jump, we want to land with soft knees, so we're going to jump and squat. Okay. Once we've done those 5 broad jump, we'll go back to the top. We'll start with the squats again, press ups, broad jump, and we'll keep going for 5 minutes, as many times as we can. Okay, like always, I'll do it with you. So if you are a little bit lost in what's going on, just copy me, follow along, and we'll get through the 5 minutes. All right, so let's start our timer in 10 seconds. Are we ready? So starting with the box facing squat or the wall squat. Hands up, and off we go. Down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Onto the box or the chair for the press ups. Remember, keep the abs squeezed. We're going to go down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then onto the fun one now, the broad jump. Remember, jump with 2 feet, land in a squat. So we're going to jump, down. That's 1, and back. 2, and back. 3, 4. Last one. 5. Back to our squat. So facing the wall or the box, whichever thing you're using. Hands up, let's go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight into our press ups. Remember to keep the abs squeezed nice and tight. Down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Onto our broad jumps. So 1 minute gone. Feet together, ready, and jump. 1, turn around, jump. 2, turn around. 3, and again. 4, last one. 5. Okay, back to our box facing squat or our wall facing squat. Hands up, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Onto the press ups. Remember to keep the abs squeezed, keep your tummy nice and tight. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Onto the broad jumps. Feet together. And let's go. 1. Turn around. 2. Turn around. 3. 2 more. 4. Last one. Big jump. 5. Back to our squat. And hands up. Ready. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands straight onto the chair or the box, whichever object you're using. And let's go straight into the press ups. Down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And onto the broad jumps. Okay, feet together, ready, and jump. 1, we're just past halfway. Jump. 2, again. 3. Remember, keep the jump nice and big. 4, last one. 5. Back to the box. Hands up, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands onto the chair, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to our broad jumps. We've got just over 1.5 minutes left. Ready? And let's go. 1, turn. 2, 3, 4, and last one. 5. Okay, back to the box, ready for the squats. Face the wall or the box, hands up, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands onto the box, into your press ups, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And onto our broad jumps. We've got 1 minute left. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Are you ready? 5. And what we're going to do now, straight back onto our squats. Excuse my dogs. Facing the box, hands up, let's go. Down and up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands onto the box, ready to go for press ups. Remember, squeeze the tummy, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready to do our box jumps. Our broad jumps. Feet together, let's go. 1, 3, 2, 1. And relax there. Nice work, guys, well done. Grab yourself a big sip of water. Hit pause while you have your water, and then I'll see you in a second for the game. Well done. All right, so what we're going to do now, guys, going into our game, we're going to need the ball that we used in the warm-up. And what we're going to do, we're going to do 5 big steps, and then we're going to pop the ball down on the floor. Okay, we're going to be doing some races. Now, you're going to be racing against me, okay, and we're going to be doing bear crawls as fast as you can around the ball and back to the start line. Okay, I'll go as fast as I can, you're going to go as fast as you can. All right, we'll see who gets to the end first. So what we're going to do, 5 big steps. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to pop the ball down over there. And that's going to be our turnaround point. We're going to start over here, we're going to bear crawl up around the ball and back down to the start. Okay, so what we're going to do with a bear crawl, when we bear crawl, we want to keep our legs as straight as we can. So our hands are on the floor, legs straight, and we're going to walk in that position there. Okay, the reason we keep our legs straight is because it puts more weight into our arms and our shoulders, so we'll get nice strong shoulders by doing these exercises. Okay, it's also going to work our abs and our back, so when we have to carry our school bags, we're going to be nice and strong to carry all those books around. All right, so let's do your 5 steps. Pop your ball out just over there, and then we'll go into our race. Okay, so going into the race, we're going to start on all 4s, and when I say go, we're going to go around the ball and back as quick as we can. Okay, so hands down, legs straight. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, off you go, quick as you can. Straight legs, around the ball, and straight back, and I'm done. There we go. Did you beat me on that one? Okay, let's change it a little bit now. What we're going to do, we're going to do bear crawl backwards on the way there, and then forwards on the way back. Okay, so what it's going to look like when we're going backwards, it's going to be very tricky to keep our legs straight, so you can bend your legs if you want to, if you're struggling to keep them straight. Okay, so what it's going to look like from here, we're going to go backwards as fast as you can, around the ball, and then come forwards to the finish line. Okay, hands on the floor, legs straight, ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Going backwards, look through underneath your legs to see where you're going, around the ball, and forwards, and stop. All right, nice work. Okay, that's our bear crawls. I'm gonna make it a little bit harder now. We're gonna go back to our broad jumps, just like we did in the workout, and we're gonna broad jump around the ball, back to the start. Okay, with the broad jump, you're gonna jump as far forward as you can. When we land, we're gonna land in that squat, and then from here, we have to jump forwards again. We're not allowed to jump and then step forwards and then jump. You have to jump from where you land. Okay, so are we ready? This will be the last race. Broad jumps. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Around the ball, and jump, and I'm done. Did you beat me? All right, well done for today, guys. Another good workout, and I will see you next week. Cheers.